Shatta Wale is back in Ghana, all right, after the inauguration. And guess what? Shatta Wale back in Ghana is a trending issue. This guy is, he is the news like he always claims. Now, let's put that one aside. At the airport, he was interviewed. And I want you guys to listen to the interview. And after that, I will share my 2 cents. Okay, let's go.
The questions that most Ghanaians want me to ask you is, does this end the African dancehall king debate once and for all?
Yeah, for real. Because, I don't know who else is doing dancehall in Ghana that, has done it more than Shatta Wale. I've done it for years, So all I want to tell people is that let's just bring the love out, show love to ourselves and respect the craft. Because Shatta Wale started this dancehall thing before anybody compared to Shatta Wale is really doing it. I won't say, or I won't disrespect anybody. Shouts to Terrible Chaka, shouts to Yogi Doggy. They were my, role models that I watched. Apart from them, Samini was like one of, the people that I was working with. But apart from Samini, for now, I think that it's good. People just give me that title. That's why you can see my, own chief here right now. Original one done. Crowning whatever that people have been talking about. So.
You cannot crown yourself the king of African dancehall. The people have to crown you. And one thing that Shatta Wale said that I am so happy about is paying homage to those who did it before him, which is Terrible Chaka, Yogi Dogi, and also giving Samini his flowers, giving Samini the credit that he deserves. You get me? So we all know that when it comes to African dancehall, when it comes to people who have been doing it for the longest, Shatta Wale has been in the game for a long time. Let's check the records. It is there. And one thing I actually think that, you see, when it comes to dancehall in Africa, we don't have that many people doing dancehall in Africa. Majority of the artists who are doing dancehall, they are in Ghana, in Africa. Most of them, the vibrant ones, are more in Ghana than anywhere else. And I think that Shatta Wale's talent and what he stands for the music industry transcends beyond being just the king of dancehall. To be honest, the things that Shatta Wale has come to do in this industry, it goes beyond being the king of dancehall. Because, yes, the king of African dancehall is the whole Africa, the continent. But when it comes to his purpose and what he's done in Ghana, it goes beyond that title. Do you want me to start? Before Shatta Wale came to the game, we used to worship Nigerian acts whenever they came to Ghana. We used to actually adore Nigerians. They were like Oyibo when they come to Ghana. That's how much respect we gave them. But when Shatta Wale came in the game, that whole thing changed. And I am not saying that we shouldn't cherish Nigerians or we shouldn't adore Nigerians. They are our brothers. They are the pace setters. They've been doing it. We should give them the due respect. But the whole thing is that before Shatta Wale came, Nigerians used to come to Ghana, and our event organizers will pay them more and give them better treatment than they gave us. Sarkodie, Stonebwoy paid, all of them were okay with it until Shatta Wale came. Do you want me to remind you? Ghana meets Niger. Nigerians used to whoop our asses all the time. They used to hand our asses to us until Shatta Wale came and Nigerians became irrelevant. We can go back to the last time they had Ghana meets Niger with Shatta Wale on it. It was Shatta Wale that came and took that attention away from not the foreigners, but from the Nigerians who used to come to Ghana. Before, we couldn't even, host a VGMA without expecting a Nigerian act to perform. But now, we host shows and we don't even think about having a Nigerian artist. They're like brothers to us now. I mean, we cannot keep up. As it stands, they are ahead. But to be honest, what our artists have been able to do in the past 10 years, we have really closed the gap. So now when Nigerians come, we just accept them. But we are not all crazy like how it used to be. So it is about time we realize that what Shatta Wale represents goes beyond, transcends beyond just a title, king of African dancehall. You get me? It goes beyond that, because what he's been able to do for this industry. Before Shatta Wale came, Nigerians were paid more to perform in Ghana. And he wasn't telling the organizers not to pay the Nigerians. He said, okay, fine. You pay them how much you want to pay them, but make sure you pay us the money that we deserve, what we are calling out for. Most of Sarkodie was okay with what he was being paid. Stonebwoy, everyone else was okay. It was Shatta Wale that came and said, no. If you want to give them $100,000, give them $100,000, but make sure you give me the same amount. So look at what he's been able to do for the industry. A lot of Nigerians hate Shatta Wale, but they got it all misconstrued. Please, to my Nigerian brothers and sisters, let me explain something to you so you can understand. Do you know the guy who did this song, Nigeria Chaka Chaka? Please, I know you know the person. Okay, there was a time when I guess he was on a plane with 50 Cent. They had both been booked for a show, right? And they gave 50 Cent, I think, business class to sit there. He went and sat in 50 Cent's seat because he felt like the organizers should have given him the same treatment that they were giving 50 Cent. And Nigerians respect that guy for what he did, for standing up for what's right, for standing up for equal rights. So you guys should also understand Shatta Wale for doing the things that he was doing. He wasn't fighting against Nigerians. He was just fighting for equal rights. Just imagine we coming to Nigeria and Nigerians paying Sarkodie, Shatta Wale $200,000 each. And they are paying the local artists in Nigeria $50,000. Is that fair? That's not fair. So whatever Shatta Wale has ever said about Nigerians, it wasn't about Nigerians. He wasn't hating on y'all. He was just making sure that the treatment that organizers give y'all in our country, the same treatment should be accorded to us, which is fair. Any right-thinking person would understand this. So to all my people who cannot stand Shatta Wale in Nigeria, please, I hope this time you truly understand. It's not like the guy just hates on people. No, he just stands for equity. He stands for equity. He stands for fairness. And that's why the people give him the title King of African Dancehall, because he is serving the people. The people uphold him because of his generosity, because of how he cares about the country as a whole or the industry as a whole. So please, I think that whole title thing is done. It is done. No one should ever compare Shatta Wale to anybody else. No one should ever compare. Do you know something? Do you know what the funny thing is, though? One thing I realized is that Shatta Wale doesn't see Stonebwoy as a competitor. He doesn't see him as a competitor because it would be ridiculous for him to see him as a competitor, because looking at how long he's been in the game, and for him to come back after 10 years and still win Artiste of the Year, Dancehall Artiste of the Year, Song of the Year, before Stonebwoy even, began to win. So there's no comparison. So please, guys, let's just let the whole beef settle and then make sure we do what's best for the industry. All right? Peace.